Hey folks, PLS Prepping and Reviews here. How y'all doing? I hope you're all in good health. I'm here at the property and right now. I've been out here working like crazy. Decided to stop and have dinner. And you can see in the background here, see those piles and all them weeds and all that stuff? That's got to go into that dumpster over there. But I got to make sure there's enough room for my tenants. So a little bit here, a little bit there, get it out of the way. But while I was out here working, had some homeless people go up to my dumpster and that. Of course, it's locked because we make sure it's so that we can have it for our tenants. And unfortunately, these guys are hungry. They weren't asking for anything or nothing. I called them over to talk to them, and I told my wife, I'm just going to give them some food to eat. They need to eat. They all do. All these homeless people need to eat. And they're not getting help from our so-called government because you know where that money's going, don't you? Not here, staying in the States. It's going across the ocean to another countries and that. Ripping the people off here in this country, taking away from them. This is ridiculous. A country that does not take care of its people is not a good country. And this country has not been for a long time where people are happy. Come here, Sook. Gotta get my dog over here. Make sure she behaves. There's another dog across the street. But like I was saying, they're suffering just like anybody else, the homeless people and that. My wife and I fed them dinner. And I don't sit there and blame individuals about what's going on with our country and that. This is not what's happening. This is happening in our country because of this government. That's why it's happening. Not because of homeless people. Not because of the wars. Remember, none of this started by the individual, by citizens. This all started by our own governments. They think it's fun. They think it's great to do what they're doing to us. But I'm telling you right now, me and millions of other people are getting tired of it. And I tell you, shit's gonna hit the fan soon. The people are gonna stand and they're gonna fight and they're gonna take back this country. And if we don't stand and do something about it, then we're the fault of all this because we're allowing it to happen. So I say, my brothers and sisters, help me and help others that need help. Help your neighbors next to you. Help the little old lady that lives next door to you and that. If she needs some food, if she needs some assistance, whatever you can do to help other people, do it, please. Because you know your government is not going to help them. So we have to help them as individuals. They can't get food at the pantries. They can't get identifications because they have no home. It's ridiculous. And then they want to sit here and say, oh, we need to stick up for these other countries and stuff. Well, what about us? Well, what about the people of this country? Well, what about the money that's being sent across the world that should stay here in the United States? Billions of dollars. But we ignore it. We ignore the homeless people that are suffering. We ignore the mom and the children that have no food. We ignore that they're getting kicked out of their homes and that because nobody cares about what's happening to them. Because we live in a society called me. Everything's for me. How dare we walk around acting as if our shit don't stink? We are so fat from living such a comfortable life in the United States that we don't see what's going across the world and in our own backyards. As long as they get what they want and have their bellies filled with food and have a roof over their head and that, and families that care about them and that, when the rest of this country is making people that are homeless like a plague, like they're nothing. And I see it every day. I see the homeless people, and I see people's faces when somebody walks past them, and how disgusted they are that they're seeing a homeless person. Oh my God, what a terrible situation for us to have to see this. Did they ever stop to ask them, or talk to them, or feed them, or help them? No, they'd rather just say, it's not in my yard, so why should I worry about it? I can't believe we live in a country that we're living in right now. All our money is being sent someplace else, and all the people of this country are suffering here in the United States. When the hell are we going to wake up and say no more? I don't think it's going to happen. But I do think what's going to happen is this thing that we had just recently of the, had to take that V in your arm. That was their little test to see if we will comply. Well, I didn't comply, and I will never comply with them. I will do what is right, and I will do what my God wants me to do. But other than that, past that, it ain't happening. But right now, God help us, because there's nobody here in this country that is willing to help the people of the United States to take back our country. We sit here and we talk about what freedom is. Do you call this freedom? I'm sure they're probably looking at us right now, watching us and that. Or when I post this, they'll definitely look at this and go, oh, he's one of them people. Yeah, I'm not part of their narrative. I'm not part of who they are. And neither are you. And they don't care. That's what the thing is. So why should I give a damn? I don't care anymore. I'm not following the rules. I'm not doing what they want me to do. I don't care what happens. I'm going to feed the homeless. I'm going to help my neighbors. I'm going to love my wife and my family and take care of them, because God is first and then my family's next. And that's just the way it's going to be. If nobody likes it, I really don't care. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm here just to tell you the way I feel. And that's the problem. They don't want us to tell anybody how we feel. That's why they cut us off on YouTube and Facebook and all these other platforms, because they don't want you to get the word out. They don't want you to organize. They don't want you to stand up and say, hell no, we're not going to take this shit no more. That's what it comes down to, guys. And they're separating us by racist attitudes, acting as if their shit don't stink, and that they can do what they want to do when they want to do it. So in the meantime, I'm going to do what I need to do, and that's help who I can. I know I'm ranting, guys, and I'm sorry, but sometimes you have to do this stuff and you have to say these things because it's the right thing to do. So guys, you take care. PLS out, but not gone. Talk to you later, my friends. Bye-bye.